Hey everyone, Jeff here at Ben's Place. This is Stanley. I've wanted to make this video for a while now. Stanley's such a wonderful dog. I just wanted to tell the world all about him, how much he means to me, how much I love him, what a special boy he is. Most of you know his story. He was picked up by animal control on an abandoned country road in the middle of nowhere. He was on a euthanasia list for weeks before he finally came to live with me. It's funny looking back. I remember when I first got the call, I had all kinds of questions. Oh, does he have his shots? Does he have any communicable diseases? Is it safe to bring him into the house? And, you know, justifiable stuff. But, God, if I knew then what I knew now, the minute I got that call, I'd have hopped in my car and I'd have hightailed it right to where he was. I'd have wrapped my arms around him and brought him home right then, right there. Stanley is, God, how do I describe Stanley? He's calm and still, and there's such depth to him. It's so hard to describe. The thing Stanley reminds you of most is have you ever been in the redwood forests out in California? You're walking in those forests and amongst those trees, and everything is so quiet and calm, and yet there's such a heavy sense of presence and stillness. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's wonderful, and in a lot of ways, that's what being with Stanley is like. I have never heard Stanley bark. I've never heard him whine. I have not heard a sound from him. He is quiet. He is always calm. The other dogs are losing their mind because the Amazon guy is at the door delivering stuff, or there's barking and yelping, and Stanley just stands and watches. Stanley follows me everywhere all the time. And I know that sounds like an exaggeration or hyperbole, but it's really not. He sleeps at the foot of my bed. I get up in the middle of the night to pee. He's there on my hip. We get up in the morning. He gets his breakfast. I have my coffee either in the living room or out on the porch. He's there beside me. Go about my day. He's on my hip. If I want to vacuum or mop the floor or cut the grass, I got to lock him in another room because I just can't. He's always right there. Same, I'll go through all day, and then at night, sit and watch TV. I'll get up, go to get a drink from the fridge. Boom, there he is on my hip. All the other dogs are fast asleep, but not him. He's right there with me. He reminds me in a way of like this drowning man lost at sea, clinging to a piece of driftwood. It makes me think like maybe Stanley, all his life, he just wanted to belong, and now that he's got a family, now that he's got someone to love, he is not letting that out of his sight for 1 second. I said how quiet Stanley is and how calm, and he doesn't play, he doesn't chase, he doesn't fetch, but what Stanley does is Stanley cuddles, and Stanley loves. My favorite thing, when you go up to him and you wrap your arms around him and you put your head up against his cheek, Stanley just melts. His breathing gets deep and slow. His eyes, they get heavy, and his eyes start to close. As he's gotten older, his legs just kind of give out, and he slowly sinks to the floor. And I can't describe it, and I'm going to sound like an idiot when I try, but there's he exudes such a happiness, a contentment, a joy, a simple joy of just being cuddled. Nothing else matters. There's no resentment from the past. There's no worries about the future. There's just this moment where you're here, you're now, you're with the one you love, and you're breathing this air, and you're together, and that is all that matters, and it is wonderful. I can't tell you how many times this dog has pulled me out of my mental drama and my mental angst and just brought me into this simple, amazing moment of, oh my God, I'm here with Stanley, with these dogs, and we're together and we're alive and we're in this beautiful pack, and my God, what a miracle. I know I sound crazy, but this dog has such power, and he has given me so much deep love. It's changed me. It has changed me. Oh, my Stanley. We don't have much time left. He's having a tough time getting around. He's always been an old dog, but our time together grows short. And while I know it's coming, I can't think about it. What I do think about a lot, though, and I think about this about all the dogs, but I think about it especially with Stanley, is what was he like when he was young, when he was a puppy, or when he was 2 or 3? I mean, God, those long legs of his and that lean retriever body, God, he must have just been able to run like the wind. He'd chase a ball, it'd just go galloping across the field, or he'd be out on a walk and he'd see a deer way off in the distance and he'd go bolting after it. He'd be gone out of sight in a flash, and 15 minutes later he'd show up on the other side of the field, tongue lolling out, galloping over back towards you. God, what a dog he must have been. That I think is the dog he's going to be soon. And that's the Stanley that I'll get to spend eternity with. Oh, Stanley. I wasn't going to make this video very long, but here I went and talked on and on about how wonderful you are. You're such a good boy. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people out there? What's that? You'd like a biscuit? Really? You want a biscuit? Okay. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I'll keep updating you about how Stanley's doing. Until then, I'm Jeff. That's Stanley. And this is Ben's Place.